Get that water, please.
Welcome back to Scottsdale, Arizona for ESPN2's Friday Night Fights. Bob Papa along with Teddy Atlas ringside. Emanuel Augustus and Leavander Johnson underway round number 6. Teddy, in the last round, the punch output from both guys on the decline again. Now, there's a right hand by Augustus. Not to make any excuses for anybody, but we are in the desert. It's over 100 degrees, and this is not an indoor facility where you can have air conditioning. So the dryness of the air, we're outside. That's got to have an effect on the fighters, just drying you out. I mean, my hands are chapping up.
No doubt about it, Bob, especially on a fighter who may have dried out a little bit to make the weight. And that fighter, if there was a fighter who dried out, from what we can see from the past records of weights, that would have been Augustus, who's been fighting at junior welterweight recently. Johnson had stayed at lightweight his whole career. So if Augustus had to dry out, well, it's hard to get that liquid back in you, those electrolytes back in you. You can suffer, especially in a hot place.
Well, Augustus threw 126 punches in the first round, down 60 in round 5. Each round it's gone down. 126, 115, 86, 70, and now 66.
And once again, Johnson getting away with being inside with the shorter. Augustus. If I was Johnson, I'd stay on the outside with that jab.
I thought maybe Augustus might have gotten poked in the eye. He was closing his right eye. There's something bothering.
See, this is the area where Augustus should be more active. He's in his punching zone, and if I was him, I would force Johnson back on those tired-looking legs I saw earlier. Force him back. It's already been shown that he will back up straight. He will stand up straight if you put pressure on him. If Augustus can do that, he can get some good opportunities offensively. Catch Johnson standing straight up. Catch Johnson backing straight. Augustus one punch at a time when he does throw one. Again, Augustus is looking like maybe a lot of his work was left in the gym. Again, I like when Johnson's on the outside with that jab. What he can do is he can keep Augustus out there, and when Augustus has to come forward, he can sniper him a little bit. This is where Augustus wants to be. He needs to work.
Not a lot of punches from Emanuel Augustus. Leavander Johnson doing just enough as we hit the end of round number 6. Scheduled for 10 from Scottsdale on Friday Night Fights. We begin round number 7. Bob Papa, Teddy Atlas in Scottsdale. Emanuel Augustus, formerly known as Emmanuel Burton, against Leavander Johnson. No knockdowns in the fight. First 3 rounds controlled by Augustus. Last 3 controlled by Johnson. Brian Kenny, Max Kellerman in Memphis to cover Lewis Tyson. Plus we have Joe Macy coming up in our main event. Teddy, we had a chance to listen into the corner of Emanuel Augustus in between rounds 6 and 7. And trainer Nelson Lopez is doing a lot of talking, and Augustus not responding a whole heck of a lot.
No, a lot of motivational theme stuff, not a lot of X's and O's. Nelson Lopez trying to motivate Augustus, seeing what we're seeing, a lackluster performance so far. Lopez trying to charge him up.
Well, he started off very well. First 3 rounds really took the action to Johnson. But he seems to have run out of gas. As Teddy alluded to, the fact that on April the 12th, he fought at 142 pounds. Came in tonight at 135. Plus, we are outside in the desert, dry heat, oppressive heat.
And because of the slow pace, especially for Augustus so far, I believe Johnson has been given a free ride on those legs that I saw that looked a little old. They have not been pushed. They have not been worked. They have not been exposed.
Teddy's scorecard through 6. Dead even. Have it the same way. 3 rounds apiece.
See, if I was Augustus right now, I'd be working and trying to back Johnson up. Get Johnson to use those legs. Get Johnson to go back in an uncomfortable way, a way where he's off balance. I still see Johnson when he backs up. Those legs look a little unsteady to me. A little off balance. The trick is to get Johnson to back up. Right now, he's getting Augustus to do the backing up. Who has the stronger will? Who will get their way when they're in close? Whoever makes the other man back up, he will score the punches. The way this fight is going. Let's see who backs up here. Whoever backs up, they will be the guy who receives punches.
A pivotal fight for both men. Augustus with 19 losses. He's been in against good names. A win against a guy ranked in the top 10 could at least get him into a big payday. Johnson, a guy who's sort of been on the fringe. He's ranked number 9, but sort of a forgotten man in the lightweight division. You don't hear his name thrown around a lot.
Once again, if I was Augustus, I would back Johnson up. To me, those legs look a little off balance. Get him to go straight back and then punch with him. Step and chuck. Right there's a good shot by Augustus.
Johnson. Papa Teddy Atlas ringside in the hot Scottsdale, Arizona. Friday Night Fights presented by Miller High Life. Emanuel Augustus in the back, black trunks. Leavander Johnson in the white. No knockdown so far in the fight. Both guys feeling the heat. Augustus in the black trunks started off brilliantly. Came out throwing a lot of leather, consistent. And he took round 4 off and the fight changed.
Watch on the inside here. Whoever backs up will probably get caught. Whoever stands straight up doesn't get into a good defensive position will be susceptible to offense. Once again, I believe a good fight plan for Johnson is on the outside. Don't have to be Eddie Fudge or Ray Arcel to pass great trainers to see that. Johnson has a good jab. He's got a little height. He's using that jab, and he's uppercutting off it, and he fouled it Augustus. So when you use that jab like that, Bob, when you have it, when you have that range, you can do things off it. You can, hook off it, bring an uppercut off it. That's what Johnson did.
And Johnson's using a little movement, a little side to side.
He just has to be careful he doesn't go straight back, like right here. He went straight back again, but he didn't pay a price. If Augustus could just bite down, doesn't seem like there's physically much on his punches, but if he could just bite down a little bit, put a couple together, step with Johnson, I believe he can do some damage. Johnson gives you those openings. Watch him. He'll pull straight back. He'll stand straight up every once in a while. There it is. But only one punch from Augustus. And again, I'm seeing tired legs on Johnson. I see a lot of heart from both fighters, but I see some tired legs when Johnson has to move. There's that body work by Johnson again. If he is going to be inside, he might as well go to that body. He already knows he can hurt Augustus there. He did it a few rounds ago. To be honest with you, I don't know why everything is into the body at this point with Johnson. He's getting good results there.
Yeah, and Augustus is just trying to cover up the body. He's not really looking to throw off it. The corner of Johnson yelling, body, body. Good stiff left hand